So, hello and welcome back if you were here last time with the unboxing of the two Harry Potter loot crates. Um, if you're new here, hi, my name is Petra from RedOneArt, and today we're gonna open the February box of Illumicrate. If you do not know what Illumicrate is, it is a box description where you receive a special edition of a particular book and some items that are based on other books. There's also an option for a book-only subscription, but I prefer the wall box as the price difference is not that's great, and the items itself are mostly amazing. Yeah. So let's begin opening it. The books itself from Illumicrate is always yellow, so as you can see. Um, and I'm gonna open. I already got the scissors here. This is all very well packed. See. Open up. The February box of this year had the theme Into the Fire. We're gonna find out what it meant um, and see if I knew the items and the books connected with it. I will also phrase the designers so that if you are interested in the art of them, you can find them back as well. Let's see. Okay, first thing up, it's a zipper charm. It's inspired by the book Legendborn by Tracy Dawn. If I mispronounce some of the words or some of the names, I'm really sorry, I'm doing my best. You can correct me always in the chat, so place it in there and let's see. Um, I see that the designer of this zipper charm was Victoria Alicia. Um, so if you want to find her back, you can as well. Let's see. It's a little dragon. Do you see? So cute. It's in red, which is like on top of my favorite colors. My favorite color is green, so would have preferred this to be in green, but it's not bad. It works really well with the silver. So, oh, there's also a back image on there. I don't know if it stands for something, probably connected with the book. I don't know the book itself, so it would be interesting. Yeah, overall, very nice. You can use this for anything. It's an easy clip on there. So I will see where I'm going to hang this one. So that was the first item. Going to the next one. This is a glass water bottle. And I always very happy if they are saying safe for dishwasher use, as I'm not a big fan of washing special items by hand only, as I'm putting most of it into the dishwasher. And I notice that I will use particular items less if I have to hand wash them while the rest of my items are going into the dishwasher. So see how it looks inside. Um, I can see that the water bottle um, is designed by Fast Inkwright, and it's a fandom neutral item, so inspired by the theme this time. So that's also really nice because sometimes if they are like inspired by a particular book, you don't know the book, so it's a little bit sad because you know that some people really are interested for the item, and I don't share that enthusiasm at that point. So, oh, okay. So it's a water bottle and it has a how do you say that? A bring along jacket with it, so you can clip it on somewhere. Let's see if I can put that. Oh, Oh, it actually has a lot of surprises. So first off, the take a long jacket. Um, Into the Fire, it's definitely shows the team. It has a lot of fire elements and the book as well. I love that it has the connection with the whole Illumicrate as well. So yeah, really nice. Hello Blizzard Fox, welcome to the stream. I saw you in the stream of like TTRPG talks as well. Nice to join me here. The water bottle itself is also decorated by a lot of flames, and it has also the book in it, but also a description. It says a book too can be a star, leading out into the expanding universe. It's really nice. I think I got a like a mail that there was a misprint on the water bottles. Um, that it should have another description on it, but I'm not sure if it was the case with this water bottle or another subscription. Inside the bottle as well, let's see if I can open it. It has like a place where you can put like herbs, um, like mint or like lemon if you want to give your water a flavor. So that's really nice. And it has a double wall. It's also maybe you can see it on the bottom. That's the space. So that's really nice. So you can like keep it cooler for a longer time. So that's right nice. So on the side. So that was the second item. This is already like a big one. They had the zipper charm before. So let's go to the next one. It says book lamp in front of it, so it would be interesting. That is the, for me then the first item that was like a little bit like battery um, battery use. So let's see if I can open this box without too much damage. I can see that the book light is designed by Chetty Nora, and it's inspired by Daughter of the Moon Goddess. I personally do not know this book, so we will see how these descriptions. It sounds something like Asian kind of type, so let's see if that's the case. Ooh, it has a really nice design. It has, I don't know if you see it on the stream very well, but it has the design if it's like a book itself. So like that, and it has the indeed the sort of the Asian kind of spirit. You can see the design. So let's see if we can open and use it. Oh, oh, look, if you open it, it's like really the book, and then see how pretty this is. Damn. Wow. Oh, wow. I'm really surprised by this item. I was not thinking that it would do something like that. I thought it was just a light that you could place somewhere. This is awesome. And it's a really nice quality because the outside is like it's wood. So, damn. Okay, I don't know where I'm going to place it, but I'm definitely going to place it somewhere in this room. Oh my God. Okay. That's wow. Okay, so I think we're gonna go to the last item, which is a book jacket. So simple item, but will always do the trick if you're like traveling and you want to protect your books more carefully. The design is by Paul Hami. I hope I pronounced that well. If not, you can always say it in the chat. And the full design, I will show it. You can see the Phoenix on there. And for if you don't know, like this is the featuring the bird of the south from the Poppy War. Um, think it demonstrates the birds very well. You also have some, again, probably some Asian designs in there. So you see the buildings. It's really nice. So it's a simple item, but an effective one. See if I can put the book in there a little bit later. So there's also a little card. Last time I also had a card, which is really nice because I love the little touch of the writer in there. So it says, Dear reader, I grew up in Beijing with stories of legendary heroes and immortals, gods and demons, all steeped in the rich heritage of my people's histories, religions, and cultures. On many an occasion, I sat at my grandmother's knees beneath her cultured house old tree, summer sunlight spilling gold as honey to the tomb of cicadas, and listening to how she, a young girl, survived the tumult of the 20th century China, an era that began with the unraveling of the Qing imperial regime and the invasion of the West. When I set out to write this book, I wanted to tell my grandmother's story, and her grandmother's, and hers, through the lens of fantasy and with magic. So, in my book, I gave my girl power, the legacy of shamans and prophetic lore of and demons gods sing in her blood. I built her a world worth saving, one of the Chinese heroes and old gods and magic, of mythos and legends inspired by her ancient text of Confucianism. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce that word. That's a little bit. Uh, of the fabled martial art temples nestled deep between the pine forest and roaring rivers. And I set it all in the story of a people caught in the turmoil of their ruling regime and a subsequent invasion from a foreign colonization power. Song of Silver, Flame Like Night is a tale of my heritage. It is a reminder of the strength and endurance of my people, and a celebration of the multitudes of rich cultures and legacies that make us. And it is an ode to the Xia. Sorry if I pronounced it wrong, this is like a real Chinese word here, and Wuxia stories that brought magic to my own world growing up. Welcome to the Last Kingdom. Yours, Emily. So, I love this little touch, so from the writer towards us. So let's see what the book she wrote is. There goes the box. I will pick it up later and I will see how I will open this very carefully. So the book itself has a really nice color scheme. It is blue with some pinkish colors in there. The bird definitely stands out as a very high contrast color of the rest. What's nice of the Illumicrate book is because it's a special edition, they always have some nice touches like the drawings at the book pages. And it has the same color scheme of the rest, which is really nice. So it doesn't is something totally different, which you sometimes see like if the color is really colorful and I have the black color pages, which is not always bad, but I have to be careful with that. For here, this is now one completion. So I like that one, and we see when I open up. They also do always do something with the inside of the book. This time we probably have a depiction of the characters. See if you can show it a little bit better. Yes. And of course the sign by the author that they also always include. Let's get it off for a moment. See on the other side. Oh, the other side they also have the same, like the depiction of the characters around the campfire. Sometimes it's different, sometimes it's the same. This time it is the same. But what's nice of when I took off like this one, which is the depiction of the book, it also has a different cover when you take it out. In this case, we have the bird again, but isn't this side, with what I think is a dragonish guy. And on the other side, we see a turtle and a tiger, a white tiger. And damn, they did such a good job of bringing the night sky behind it to life. I can show you maybe a little bit open. It's the full completion of the book. See, and if you sometimes see it in my camera if I move it a little bit, that the depiction of the stars behind it, it has like a silver glow over it, which always tickles my fancy. Gives the book something interesting to look at. Not only that it's a nice color contrast or anything, but if you just see it a particular light when you walk, it just spots your eye. So I will place it back in a moment around it. And I will read where the story is about, because that may be also interesting to know, because if you don't know the writer, or if you don't get a lot of clues from this card that I read before. So let's see where the story is about. So it says that in a fallen kingdom, one girl carries the key to discovering the secrets of her nation's past and unleashing the demons that sleep at its heart. Okay, so definitely the fantasy theme is there. So once Lan had a different name. Now she goes by the one the Atlantean colonizers gave her. She spent her days scavenging for the remnants of the past, for anything that might help her understand the strange mark burned into her arm by the mother in her last act before she died. No one can see the mysterious mark until the night Zen appears at the tea house and saves her life. Zen is a practitioner, one of the fabled magicians of the Last Kingdom, whose abilities were rumored to be drawn from the demons they commune with. Magic believed to be long lost, magic to be hidden at all costs. Both Lan and Zan have secrets buried deep within. Fate has connected them, but their destinies remain unwritten. Both hold the power to liberate their land, and both hold the power to destroy the world. Ooh, I'm really curious about the relationship Lan and Zen is going to be. Is going to be a like mentor apprentice thing, or is it going to be a more romantic part? I'm wondering. It definitely gives off the feel of young adult. Illumicrate sometimes does do young adult books, sometimes adult books, so it changes. But this one, because also the colors and the whole field gives off young adult for me. The book itself, let's see how many pages it will has. Oh, it even has a bonus chapter. That's really nice. And it says Illumicrate exclusive about the bonus chapter. So I'm happy that I bought it from here. It's always nice to have, like, because it's bought it in a particular way that it has some extra. Let's see. The book, it is actually a very long book. It has 464 pages incomplete, which I sometimes have books like this and they can have 300 pages, but because of the quality of like the paper, which could be very thin or very thick, it can differentiate a lot. This case, it has like very thin pages, and so it will come around the 464 pages in total of the story. So it will be a long read, but depends on how it's being written. You can quickly go through it or not. Oh, it also has some, I didn't know that, but it has some Chinese I think it's yeah, it was Beijing. So um, Chinese as well under like the titles as well. Like show it a little bit better in the camera. So that's the touch of the author's heritage and culture as well, like next to what she's probably going to write into the story. So that's really nice. Um, Also, because they are also putting some information about the writer, the author itself, that she has, she's apparently writing already since like kindergarten, probably not like role stories, but it's written here. She's actually born in Paris and raised in a multicultural community in Beijing. So that's also interesting because I thought she was coming from Beijing and maybe now living somewhere else, but actually born in Paris. It's nice to know to have like a really touch. I don't know if there's a touch of that into the book, but be interesting. Emily has a bone deep love for traveling and immersing herself in new worlds and cultures, probably because her upbringing in a multicultural community. She lives now in New York City, working as a full-time financial professional by day and writer at night. She has written this at night. Maybe that's also why there is like the night sky theme. I don't know. Maybe that could be also like subconscious be influenced by it. But I'm wondering, so it could be. And she hopes to empower young readers with messages of acceptance, strength, and courage through her works, and to continue to push the boundaries of young adult literature by exploring new cross-cultural themes. So I was right about the young adult book that's going to be. So that's really nice. That they also get the feeling with the description and the whole cover right. So so one completion total we had the water bottle. Very useful. It's gonna be like somewhere in my kitchen for the Valentine's. I'm using it. I have multiple water bottles and I'm changing them up so that I always have a little bit of different feeling while I go through my days. We had the book light, which I think is the best item of all because who doesn't love this? Oh, it now gives a different color. I don't know why. Is it opening every time? Wait, okay, let's see. And close and open. Okay, now it's red. Close and okay. So every time you open, it's gonna different light. That has also a nice touch. Okay, but overall, back to this. This is going to be the best item. I love it. It's really nice quality. I love that it's wood and not just hard plastic. Um, because I do love wooden items more than plastic. Um, we had the book jacket, very useful. I don't have one yet, so that's really nice because I do travel from through the Netherlands a lot, and now I can bring my books with me safely. And we had oh the last little item, the zipper charm. Don't know where I'm going to hang that yet. It's a nice design, so maybe I'll find a nice place for it, and otherwise we'll just see. And let's see what the theme of next month is going to be. I'm getting these books, like the subscription box, like every month. Sometimes I will skip one if I think the genre is not really mine. Um, because I think that you should read the books that you know you will enjoy. Sometimes it's good to go out of your comfort zone, but you still shouldn't be, how do you say that? Like, have the feeling that you must read a book, you know? You should want to read a book. The next theme is Live Like Legends. Okay, that sounds interesting. The featured book of this month is going to be a young adult fantasy standalone by a debut author. They do a lot of debut authors, and I think that's really nice because they give those authors a chance um, to show themselves. And Illumicrate has a lot of subscriptions, so that is really going out in the world. It says the book each spring a kingdom condemns 12 girls to die to say the century-old curse a god placed upon their lands. And when one of the sacrificed girls wakes up on a mysterious island, she and the island's lone resident form a plan. Go undercover at the palace and kill the crown prince. If they succeed, the curse will be broken and no more girls will be sacrificed. But at what personal cost? We love this. Okay, so this is going to be a thing about what Illumicrate is always basing a little review about them. They can be a little bit, how do you say that? Um, Biased as they try to promote their book as well. But it sounds interesting. It reminds me a little bit of the yeah, like stories that going to infiltrate and then probably fall in love with the prince or anything, and doesn't want to kill it in the end, and trying to find another way to end the curse. But we will find out because I'm going to get the book anyway. I'm going to read it. Um, Maybe read it on here. I don't know. We shall see. Also, the edition is going to be signed by the author. And of course, it will feature a redesigned cover, digital printed edges like this one we showed. And okay, so they are putting together a fandom neutral item inspired by Greek mythology in the box. I'm really interested in that one. I love that they sometimes do the mythology. They last time they also like last year they also had a running streak through the boxes about mythology items. So I'm wondering what's this year going to be. They are featuring one of their most popular collectibles. So I don't have those boxes for very long, so I don't know what that's going to be, but interesting. A highly requested item. I don't know. I don't follow them on a lot of social media pages, so that's also going to be a surprise for me. So yeah, and sneak peek homage boxes include the next in our ceramic book pot collectible Gaia series. Okay, okay, ceramic book pot. So we shall see. I am wondering about that. I don't know, but overall, the review of the box, because I do love the book lamp very, very much. I say overall the box was great. It was worth your value. Like last month, those were like items also like there were a lot of I think there were 5 instead of 4. High quality as well. And I do use but there was a little belly pouch in there, and I already used that a few times, so that's great. Also, these items are practical, like the water bottle, the book cover. If you don't already have it, it's very useful. And the book like is just cool. I mean, come on, it's really nice. I would like you can let me enjoy this all the time. Like open and then close it, and then it shows a different color. That's just great. So yes, but because you probably don't want to look at me opening and closing this lamp all night, we're gonna close off this stream. Um, Thank you for joining me on this time, and hopefully I can do this very soon. I get at least a Illumicrate box like once a month, and hopefully I can get up with some more boxes. I sometimes do the Loot Crate boxes, what I did last time when I had the stream from the Harry Potter ones. Um, so we will see, and I will see you too next time. So have a nice evening, or at least at my time, it's now evening, and otherwise enjoy your day. Bye.